Hello everybody and welcome back to Tree of Tranquility. It has been a few days since the last recording and I figured that today would actually be a wonderful day for us to go and propose to Chase. What I have done is I've made another save, a duplicate save, on another save slot so that I can worry about doing the remainder of the proposals and the wedding ceremonies for all of the men on that file, and I can continue onwards with the story in this file so I don't have to kind of juggle both at once. I've gone ahead and I've put the blue feather into my inventory, so we're gonna go do that today. I figured that would be kind of a fun thing to do, and then by the time we actually get around to getting married, it should be wintertime. A few other things that I did since the last time I recorded was I put out a few pieces of furniture. I put out this clock, and if we go upstairs, I also went ahead and I put out the big TV in front of my couch here, so it looks like a proper sort of living room area. And the interesting thing that I found out is, despite the fact I have all of this sort of spare room left, especially upstairs, I've got a lot of room. I found out that I actually do not have any more room to put out things. If I try to put out this, for example, it says I cannot place this furniture anywhere else. So the house does have a limit on what it is that you can actually place, and so I guess I've hit that limit. The game has decided that my house is just too full of stuff, and if I want to put more stuff out, I'll have to rearrange or put stuff away and then put it back out. So we'll go ahead and do our chores, the usual stuff, since that will eat up a little bit of video time. I think this is probably the absolute longest I've ever waited in a Harvest Moon game to get married. Games I've recorded anyways, I'm trying to think if I've waited a long time in ones I've just played on my own, but 2 years in-game is kind of a long time to wait. So I know I did the straw poll a long time ago, and it's been established we were gonna marry Chase like quite a long time ago, so you know, I've kind of kept you guys waiting for a really long time for that. And it will give me more stuff to talk about, because we'll be able to see our family, and we'll be able to kind of get developments through that. We'll be able to go to festivals with our spouse and all sorts of fun stuff. Now, Chase isn't too hard to track down, but I can always put him on my tracker if I'm having a hard time finding him. And he shouldn't have any problems accepting my proposal. I'm pretty sure I've met all of the requirements a long time ago. And as you can see too, as the season is winding down, I've got less and less and less to water. I've got one more row of flowers here. I do believe I picked a couple of things yesterday off of the big fields. And at this point in the season, if stuff is starting to come in, I'm not replanting it, simply because there's not enough time in the season. All of my rice had come in yesterday. This is what I had planted here. And looks like my carrots are coming in today. So at this point now, if I pick the carrots, I'm going to have nothing left except for all of the stuff that replenishes every couple of days, like the eggplants, the peppers, and the yams. So I'll keep watering those until the end of the season because they do give stuff every couple of days, but I'm not going to bother replanting anything else like carrots, spinach, or rice. I planted a lot of rice, I planted a lot of carrots, and spinach. Potatoes aren't until spring. I don't know where my mind was going with that one. And the good thing about winter is that there's not going to be a lot to plant, and so I probably am not going to have to spend as much time on my crops. Which is kind of a good and a bad thing. I like the crops, I like to keep busy, but at the same time, that will give me a good opportunity to maybe go fishing, do some mining. Because I like to sort of dabble and do a bunch of different things just to spice things up and keep things interesting. And I'm slowly but surely getting my money back. I think at the end of the flea market, I had about $6,000 left if I recall, and now I'm back up to almost $21,000. So it doesn't take long to get your money back if you have lots of stuff that you can ship. So I'll just go ahead and ship everything. I have a lot of carrots and eggplants and stuff like that in my fridge. So I'll just go ahead and ship everything that I have collected today. And now we can go and hunt Chase down. At this time of day, he's either going to be at home or he's going to be at the square. It's kind of a cloudy, miserable day for a nice, beautiful, romantic proposal, but hopefully he won't mind. Let's see where he's at. He is in Waffletown. And I think that once I'm through on the other file recording all of the events, I'll probably actually marry my preferred bachelor on that file, and then we might be able to peek in on that file from time to time and have a look at a different husband and a different set of children. So here we go. Oh, gasp, I'm so surprised. Wait, let's go somewhere private to discuss this. It kind of makes me wonder if you can propose in the rain or not. Are you really giving me this? If that's true, I'm delighted. It means that we feel the same way. All I can do is cook, though. Would you still love me? Well, I can't cook, so absolutely. We each have our strengths and weaknesses. You cook and I'll do the farming. Thank you. I love you very much. Aww. Well, isn't that just the cutest? This game just warms my heart. It just feels so good. It's so adorable. And then after you've proposed, you'll go to town hall and speak to Hamilton. And he'll arrange a wedding date for you. Congratulations. Well, thank you. When do you want to have the wedding ceremony? I have some openings around this time. So I'm not sure which option is better. I think if you say the sooner the better, he'll have it about a week from now. And if you use the no rushing option, it'll just be put somewhere randomly. So let's just go with the sooner the better and see what he says. We will hold the ceremony at the church on the 1st of winter. On the day of the ceremony, we will be busy with preparations all morning, so please don't be late. I'm very much looking forward to it. I heartily congratulate you too. Congratulations! Yay! Thank you very much. Things are pretty chaotic before the wedding ceremony, aren't they? Well, normally, Chase, I think they would be, but in this universe, we don't actually have to do any planning. We just have to show up, basically, is all we have to do. And then if you speak to your potential fiancé, I think their dialogue will change after you've proposed. My days as a bachelor are going to end soon. I guess I'm a bit sad. What is that supposed to mean? Huh? What do you mean by that, Chase? I'm just kidding. It's fine. I trust you. And then I think as you get closer, like I'm talking maybe a day or two before the wedding, I think the dialogue will change again. So they'll all have unique dialogue just before you are getting ready to tie the knot. And I would also assume at this point that if I were to speak to a bachelor, their dialogue would also change. They wouldn't be so lovey-dovey anymore, obviously, because that would probably not be appropriate. We can go test that out though. Let's go talk to Jin. Alright, so if we come in and speak to Jin, we'll see what his dialogue is. He might not talk to us since he's actually sitting on the chair here. Ah, yes, so here we go. They'll all give their congratulations. So obviously their dialogue changes, and I want to say the dialogue changes for all of the villagers, but I could be wrong. We can use Perry as an example here. Yeah, there we go. They'll all say something and give you congratulations, so that's nice. Hopefully that means that we'll have some people attending our wedding if the whole island is aware of it. And if we're going to be getting married on the 1st of winter, that's a really nice, easy anniversary date to remember, although we don't have to worry because it's going to be marked on our calendar anyways. Also, Maya, suck it. You're going to be alone. Ha ha ha. No, that's mean. I shouldn't say that. But I really don't care for Maya all that much. Is my husband now. And it's nice that it's only a week until the wedding. It's not too long of a time. I think the reason they program it so that it takes place a week after is so that the game can account for any upcoming festivals and any change in the months and things like that. Because it's going to be as close to a week as possible. We're actually getting kind of lucky because our wedding is about 4 days away at this point. Probably because it's just it goes from one kind of calendar date to the next. So it might be a little bit longer if I hadn't proposed sort of at the end of the month, but I'm not too sure. But either way, 4 days away is not very long at all. So that will be an absolutely fantastic segue into wintertime. And we also still have the Harvest Festival coming up in a couple of days. So we'll have one more video for fall to finish things off, and then we're going to start off winter with getting married. So I'm pretty excited about that. It will be nice to have someone else in the house, and it'll be great to start having kids. And I've never married Chase before. He's not usually my top pick, so it'll be interesting to see what a new set of children is going to be like for me, because I have no idea what to expect in terms of what their personality is going to be like. I really don't know what kind of husband Chase will be like. And so that will all be kind of new and exciting for me, and hopefully for you guys as well. And thanks again to everybody who voted in the poll. And like I said, I do have another save file, so I'll probably run through on that and marry my own personal pick of Bachelor on a sort of alternate file. And I also have my practice file I was using where I had been a male character. And so I can use that in order to maybe marry a female of my choice. And it will probably be similar to how I did when I did the Animal Parade playthrough, where I will periodically check in on different save files just to see how different things are and kind of where I am in those places as opposed to my regular sort of file. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. I will see you again in 2 days' time, where we will attend the Harvest Festival. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope that I will see you next time.